Welcome to video number 18 of Cupola Corner's Back to Basics card making series. My name is Sandra, and today I'm going to show you how to create a basic Z-fold card with a landscape orientation that will be perfect for a variety of occasions. With a couple of folds, this design produces an awesome looking card that has several variations for you to explore. So the first thing you're going to need is a card base. You're going to cut a half sheet of printer size cardstock in half lengthwise, which is different from most of your A2 cards. This will be an A2 card when it's finished. If you choose 80-pound cardstock, your card will stand up. And if you use a paper trimmer to cut your base and all your other papers, you're going to have nice, straight, even edges. Use a scoring board or a scoring tool for your paper trimmer to make all of your score marks. This is just an attachment for my trimmer, but there are lots of different ways that you could actually score your card. This is going to need 2 score marks. The exact measurements are in the free Back to Basics ebook, but basically what you're doing is you are folding the card in half and then folding the front half back onto itself. So once you've made your score marks, you're going to make your first fold. Remember to line up your corners and your edges and use a bone folding tool to make the actual fold. Your score marks are your guide, but if you use the bone folding tool, you're going to get nice, clean, crisp folds. And if you want to stamp your card, this would be the time to do it before you get anything added onto it. So all the cardstock mats and pattern papers that you need, all papers will be cut 1/4 of an inch smaller than the pieces onto which they will be adhered. And when they are adhered to the base, they will have an 1/8 of an inch border all the way around. So all the measurements for these pieces can be found in the Back to Basics card making ebook. And if you check the description for the video, there's information there about how to download this book for free. So you're going to adhere your pattern papers to your cardstock. And to do that, use a repositionable tape runner. It makes it really easy to move pieces if you need to. Today I'm making version 2 of the card, and I'm using 3 panels. 2 will show up on the outside of the card, and then 1 will be on the inside, which will be where you can write a note, but you could also stamp a message if you want. So once your front 2 panels are ready, then you're going to adhere them to the card base. And then you will adhere the note piece on the inside. So we're going to work on this handy little silicone mat, which is great to keep your workspace clean. And the really cool thing about it is these little dots of glue from your runner do not stick to silicone. So that is a really nice feature and very, very helpful. So we've got a little bit off center there. Easy to lift and move with your repositionable tape runner. And we'll get that on there. And then we're going to do the other front piece. It's actually on the inside of the card, but it shows up on the front. And it's going to go there with a 1/8 of an inch border all the way around, like so. And then we're going to put our note in here. As I said, you could write your own note, you could stamp a message. I've even done where I've put this through on a piece of cardstock, the 80-pound, and put it through my printer, did my message, and then trimmed it down to the size I needed. So if you have a printer, you could check it out and see if it will handle the 80-pound cardstock. Okay, so now that we've got them all adhered, One of the things to remember is if you are going to be adding something like a brad to either of these pieces, do it before you attach them. Now, what we're doing here with the version we're making with version 2, we're actually going to add pieces to the front on the outside. So you need these glued down first. But if you wanted to add brads, definitely do it before you glue this piece down. Otherwise, you'll see them on the inside. You don't want to do that. So I've got 2 options here. I can put this piece on here and have the card open up this way. Or I've got this little circle piece that I could put on here and open this way. Now that I'm looking at this, I'm thinking I could put this here and maybe put this on the inside. That might look interesting there. But either way, whatever you decide to do, this design does offer a lot of possibilities for this inside piece. So you just add your personal touch as you go. So I think we're going to add that there. And we only want to adhere to the left side so that we don't glue the card shut. So we'll just flip this and get the glue on here. And now that I'm looking at this, you can measure or you can just kind of eyeball. But now that I'm looking at this, I'm thinking I might make a die cut to the front here that I can glue on out of the pink cardstock that says happy birthday. So I can check inside if I've got any glue coming off. I can see like that, and then that leaves me my little flower and gem that's glued together. I can put some glue on that and use that on the inside of my card, and that'll look nice there. It would also look nice there, actually. And lots of options. Like I said, there's lots of things you can do with this card, with this extra panel on the inside. Really, a really cool card design. So there we have it. Basic but beautiful. Making cards is lots of fun. All the cutting instructions and measurements for this card design can be found in the Back to Basics Card Making Series ebook. Everything that you need to know to take you from a beginner to an expert card maker. You can check out my website at cubitalcorner.ca, and there will be some hard copies available there if you're not comfortable working with an ebook, or you could download the ebook and just print your own copy. So you can follow Cubital Corner on Facebook, Instagram, or YouTube for Back to Basics updates. And we would love to have you join Cubital Corner's Coffee and Cards Facebook group. We're building a caring and sharing community of card makers. This Facebook group welcomes all levels of card makers, and we would love to see your cards from kits, cards based on a design template, or your do your own thing cards. There's a link for the Coffee and Cards group in the description for this video. So I hope that this video has been helpful to you as you continue on your card making journey. Video number 19 is up next, and we will be creating a card that uses random sized rectangles. Until then, happy card making.